Hey guys, Callum here with a new YouTube video. Something very different to previous. Normally it was blogs, travel vlogs, challenges, just normal chat, Q&As, but this time it is health, mental health awareness. On the 10th, which was 2 days ago of October, it was Mental Health Awareness Day. I was meant to post that then, but on the 9th was my birthday, so I didn't really want to do too much on the 10th. So, if you get that kind of thing, here's some signs and types of mental health: depression, stress and anxiety, bad sleep, suicide and self-harm, personal disorder, bipolar, anger, loneliness, schizophrenia and Munchausen. Okay? Support lines for self-harm, suicidal thoughts or an eating disorder, call Samaritans on 116 123, call the non-urgent NHS line, which is 111, or call the urgent NHS, which is 999. Other organisations: Careline, Mind, Rethink, NHS Direct, etc. There will be a link in the description of organisations, more with contact numbers and emails, so if you're ever feeling down and need it, go to them. Suicide awareness advice: watch out for the signs of distress and change in behaviour. Ask, are you having suicidal thoughts? It will pass. Assure your loved ones that it will help their suicide. With help, their suicidal feelings will pass with time. Talk to others. Encourage your loved one to seek help from a GP or professional health professional. Munchausen is more psychological. Munchausen is a syndrome that is psychological. A person with this will fake illness / debility for attention, including their kids. So if you have Munchausen, you can go around and say, oh wow, I've got this really bad illness, I have several months to die, and then everyone like that will be like, oh, pity you, we've got to make sure you have everything you wanted before. Recently did it in Hollyoaks, so that has ended now, so you probably won't be able to catch that, but that is there. There is links in the description for mental health and other organisations. Go check them out. If you ever need to talk, if you know me on Insta, find me. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, someone famous, Stephanie Davis, aka Sinead O'Connor, on Hollyoaks, was also posted this awareness video, which I will be including in this. Here is her story.
I suffer with my mental health, quite a few things actually, and I'm finding this really nerve-wracking actually. I'm shaking to talk about. I have suffered with suicidal thoughts, being suicidal and acting on it, and I started writing a poem one night and just had stuff in my head because my head's always on the go, and started writing it out, and I just thought I would read it to you. Okay. Right. Right. Oh, nervous. When you've looked death in the eyes, nothing ever feels the same. How do you describe that cry and screams inside of your brain? When I was asked how to describe it, the only thing I could say, staring into the abyss, someone's flicked off a switch, no more light and no more bright days. How helpless it feels to be helpless. How painful when those don't care. How could they not help me when all I needed was for them to be there? To scream out in pain, to cry uncontrollable tears, to hate myself so much, my own life I didn't care to be here. To get to that point of thinking that life isn't for me anymore. That's a scary place to get to, one I hope no one has to endure. That cry inside from the screams inside of your brain. When I was asked how to describe it, the only thing I could say inside of your, but that cry door. But the reason I wrote this poem is because I ended up fighting through. I thought that if I just spoke out, then maybe I could help you too. I can't say it was easy, but I can say I beat the pain. It was hard to wake up and fight the fight from the easy option of ending the game. I didn't think I was worth it, but now I know I am. Other people's actions don't defy the person I am. I thought I was a helpless case, a life that's bound to end. I had to start a relationship with myself I now call my own. I cannot say I love myself, but I like myself enough to know that I am worth the fight. Keep going and not give up. Don't sit and suffer in silence. Get yourself out the bed, because with the right help, there's a wonderful life ahead. When I was feeling like that thing I kept saying over and over was like, there's a switch gone off in my head, there's a light gone off in my head, the switch has gone off in my head. And I can't describe how lonely that was. And I was alone, and I got through it alone, and I had to fight it alone. And that was probably the hardest thing. But I did. You know, often our heads can trick us to thinking that the worst option is the best option. But suicide is permanent. It's permanent. And if you fight the way you're feeling, the feelings pass. They always pass. I know it doesn't feel like that, because I know that I've screamed out pain. I mean, like, this is never going to pass. I'm never, like, this, it's never going to end. And I can say that I have been in hell. And I've got through it. It's always a constant battle. But I've got hope again. And I thought it was a helpless case, like I said. So I hope that if anyone's listening to this and they're not in a good place, please reach out to your mum, your dad. My family have been great with me, so great. Friends, I've got amazing friends. Sometimes it's easy to talk to a stranger. And don't think you're a bad person, because I know I thought I was a bad person, because I thought it was like a lot to do with the drink. And then when I put that down, I still couldn't cope with life, and I didn't understand why. But I know I felt exhausted at the end of every day just because of my head. Exhausted, let alone having to do anything else or anything else going on in my life. And I understand now, and I have answers, and I got the right help and medication. You know, if you need that, take that. But don't suffer in silence. And to other people who are feeling okay, make sure they ask someone if they are okay. And if someone needs your help, don't leave them, because you never know what could happen. And just everyone be kind and spread the love. And, you know, like I always say, it's okay not to be okay. I'm going to stop talking now because I have a habit of rambling. So I'll leave it there. But, yep, speak out.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope she really inspired you, and I did, to come and speak out. Hashtag share the love. Hashtag let's beat this together. Hashtag awareness. Okay? See you guys. Bye.